My name is Muhammad HAIQAL.
My name is Muhammad ZHARFAN.
My name is SYED AZRI HAZIQ.
Let's begin with the disc brake disassembly. First thing first, grab your jack and lift the car up high. Now place the axles under the car and make sure it is stable. Use the impact wrench to loosen the wheel nut. Just make sure you are turning it the right way. Next, place the tires under vehicles and position the oil catch pan under the brake disc system to avoid any oil puddles on the floor. To dismantle the brake caliper, open guide pin. If it is difficult to open, just use the impact wrench. Don't forget to disconnect the hydraulic cable and flush all the brake fluid out of the master cylinder. After dismantling the caliper, remove the brake pad. Then continue removing the mounting bracket by loosening the lock bolt. When opening the lock bolt, keep in mind to hold on the mounting bracket. Then resume to dismantle the brake rotor. To open the brake piston, use an air gun and direct the air at the connection hole on the caliper and hydraulic cable. Cover it with a cloth to ensure no air escape. Make sure the blender screw is tightly closed. These are some of the parts of this brake system. For the first inspection is the rub test. This is where we check the surface of brake rotor and brake pad. First of all, rub the chalk on the rotor surface. Then, rub the brake pad on the rotor surface. Observe the brake pad surface. If there are no marking of chalk or colors, it may indicate that the surface contact point is thinner or that the rotor rubbing surface is uneven. Continue the rubbing inspection on rear brake pad and rotor surface. Next, inspect the thickness of the brake rotor. Divide the rotor into 6 sections and then use a micrometer to measure the rotor at 6 different points around the diameter, approximately 10 mm from the outer edge. For the first section, we got the value of 7.04 mm. Next, the second section is value in 6.2 mm. The third section is 6.34 mm. The fourth section, the value is 6.16 mm. The fifth section is 6.71 millimeters, and then lastly the sixth section is 6.73 millimeters. Next is the visual inspection. Focusing on parts for scratch or bend, look for signs of damage that could lead to significant issues in the disc brake system. Ensure everything is aligned properly and free from defects that might affect the performance. Lastly, perform the run-out measurement inspection. Set the dial gauge to 0.
Benda ni ke arah kosong. Set 0.
Then rotate the brake rotor in one direction to take the reading. This process check for any misalignments and ensure proper installation of the rotor.
Now we go to the part of the assembly process. Install the piston boots and boot rings on the piston. Insert the piston into the cylinder body. Let's install the pad clip into the mounting bracket. Put mounting bracket into the cylinder body using a lock pin and guide pin. Insert the shim and pad into the mounting bracket. Place it carefully and make sure it's in a correct position. Place the rotor before install the caliper on it. Using a lock bolt to install the caliper on a rotor. Assemble a brake shoot cable on the brake assembly and tighten the nut. Lastly, use a socket wrench to tighten the screws body of caliper. Reinstall the tire, then tighten the nuts and make sure they're facing the right way. Once you're done, lower the jack. The assembly section is complete.
Now we're gonna go through the outcome of lab 4 disc brake inspection, removal and refitting. From figure 4 drum brake parts, we can identify the name for each part. First of all is guide pin, second is lock pin, the third part is pin bushing, Fourth is mounting bracket. Fifth is pin boot. Sixth is boot ring. And 7 is piston boot. Number 8 is piston. Number 9 is piston seal. 10 is caliper body. 11 is friction material. 12 is bracket pad. 13 shim, and 14 is pad clip. Based on the lab finding, we conclude that condition of this brake part, table 2, where indicator is in good condition. This brake surface not in good condition and rusty. The outboard brake shoe pad condition is still can be used and good. The thickness is 6.47. Inboard brake shoe condition same, still can be used and good. Thickness is 6.98. Piston good condition, no rust or scratch mark. Cylinder bore also good condition and no rust. Based on our inspection of the disc brake condition, run off measurement condition, the surface is fine and is still good to use. This thickness measurement as shown, rough test, normal condition with most of the surface being rough. The condition of guide pin and lock pin straightness, both of the guide pin and lock pin is straight and in good condition. Next, we go to the discussion. For the first question, based on your finding, what is the condition of the brake pad? Should it be replaced with a new pad? The condition of brake pad is good. The 6.46mm and 6.76mm for both inboard and outboard brake pad can be used for long drive. The brake pads can generate the heat caused by friction as effectively, increasing their ability to stop the vehicle quickly because the minimum thickness for brake pad is around 3mm. The second question, list two causes of rotor thickness variation. What is the correct repair procedure of thickness variation? First is rotor not installed correctly, and second, worn or bent guide pin. The procedure is first inspect and identify the root problem of uneven brake pad, wear or heat distribution issue in the entire braking system. Number 2, change the brake pad to a new one if uneven brake pad wear is the issue. Next, check the guide pin, lock pin and piston to detect any bending or scratch that might affect rotor surface variation. Fourth is resurface or skimming or replace rotor depending on the extended thickness variation. Fifth is bleed the braking system to remove any air that may have entered the brake line. The third question, what do you understand about run-out measurement data? Run-out is an essential procedure to guarantee the safety of driver and other road user. It can reveal the rotor is malfunction or has been installed improperly. Any reading over 0.07mm can have a negative impact that cause vibration in the brake pedal and steering wheel, which could endanger the safety of driver and passenger. The fifth question is, what is your finding for guide pins and lock pin straightness check? What can happen to your disc brake system if the guide pin, lock pin is not straight? The guide pin and lock pin are in good straightness. If the guide pin, lock pin is not straight, the brake could stick or grab when you're driving. Or you could hear a grinding noise if the caliper are not meeting the rotor at the proper angle. As a result of the lab section that our group conducted, we have concluded that the disc brake we use in this lab session is unsafe for vehicle, especially cars. Next, we also study the benefits and drawbacks of these brakes. In addition, during this lab session, we assemble and disassemble the brake disc system, which allow us to learn about all of the parts and components, from minor to major. Finally, our research has taught us what runout measurement is and how to determine whether the rotor measurement result is good or bad. That's all from our group. Thank you.